Overpass on the cards, ATK and Singularity. Take it away, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, we are into now ATK Singularity. We did see them face off earlier in the first stage of the group, so it was a close 2-1 series that ATK came out on top on. But interestingly enough, none of the maps that got played in that best of 3 are being played tonight. We have Nuke and Overpass as our 2 guaranteed maps. Last time the maps were Inferno, Dust 2, and Train. So I just thought I'd throw that in there. A little fun fact.
Thank you for that little Snapple fact that you gave me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Everyone appreciates it. I want to hear some trash talk yet again today. You know, I think the last game was lacking a little bit of it, unfortunately. I think Sama's being a little bit quiet. But we'll see if Singularity can come out the gate swinging, though, looking to get their chance into the Pro League Finals. That would be a hell of a thing if they could do it. Obviously, coming in 4th place in their group. Only able to make it here because Complexity could not attend since they fielded 2 new players who already played in the Pro League. And well, speaking of Modem, speaking of trash talk, everybody get the first kill of the round off the bat, taking out Robin, the newest addition to Singularity. And JT trying to survive as well. He does get the 1v1 going off there, and Modem as well comes in at the right time, at the right moment. And, well, you know what? You don't need other players if Modem and JT can pick up all the kills you need in the pistol round. So a good start here for the CT side.
Exactly what you want to see on Overpass is getting off to a good start on your CT side. It's definitely one of those maps that I feel like has classically favored the defense. Definitely one of the more CT-sided maps in rotation, I think, even currently. So nice to get the pistol right away. Full house of frag between Modem and JT onto that one. No bomb plant, so no SG buy in round number 2 for Singularity. So ATK having an easier time, perhaps getting the even hotter start of multiple rounds in a row.
I'm curious if you heard that.
No.
You didn't hear a little bok bok? No? Didn't hear? You haven't heard any of that?
Nope.
Maybe you should look around a little bit more.
No.
That's too late. Moments passed. Chicken. Can't see.
He is back there.
Chicken.
Ever watching.
He is, just like Modem right now. Ever watching the restroom, making sure no one can get out alive.
Big kill there. Not really. I mean, it's kind of what you expect in a situation like this. Not a whole lot to work with over the Singularity side. Modem do a little bit of stat padding. There you have it, 2-0 start for ATK.
I will say this, by the way, as you saw the chicken behind us, I'm getting scared that every time I turn around, there's just going to be more and more chickens. You know, basically like Zelda. You know, you kill one chicken, and you get swarmed by others.
Yeah, it is a concern, isn't it?
If that happens, though, I know this is a very expensive LED wall behind me. It might get punched, just giving you a heads up.
I think that would hurt you a lot.
It would be totally worth it.
You're like punching a hard cheese grater.
Over there, I think maybe I should, was it the spot you pointed out to me earlier?
Yeah, there's dead pixel over there.
Whoa, 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 no one do that.
So,
we're seeing the SGs come in.
Yeah,
we're seeing the vibe out of Singularity.
Look at this aggression, though, from the CT side, pushing way past Fountain, using some great utility to come all the way forward. They have chased Singularity all the way to the B side of the map. This allows OC to go ahead and rotate over as the rotator and help reinforce B a bit. Also, good smokes on short and Monster have also slowed Singularity down. So they've been boxed in, options limited. They have to battle their way back just to get like basic map control. Not even like real control, just to get some room to work with.
I mean, that's now into the future rounds. Just with ATK showing that sort of aggression means Singularity's going to have to take things a little bit slower to make sure to not be caught off guard. Luckily, they didn't really get too caught off guard here because Robin did escape. Yeah, 51 HP, but stayed alive most importantly.
Yeah. Now, Overpass is kind of Singularity's best map in all their online play.
They beat Liquid on it.
Yeah, that's also a big thing to note. Obviously, the difference of having a stand-in has to come into play. And ATK's not been too shabby in their online play on Overpass. It's definitely one of the maps that they've been having like a positive win rate on. It's just Singularity, this is definitely their bread and butter. Again, minus the whole stand-in situation with Robin. And they are also like last-minute replacements, and even if they were going to be here, didn't have a lot of time to practice or prepare. I know a couple of players were sick, so there's a lot kind of battling against them right now.
They had to wait for the last match to finish, so...
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a tough one to have to go through.
Oh, they have not spotted out Modem, by the way.
No, they have
Might
not.
hit a window of time. At least 15 seconds left. The bomb is actually going to be there on Relics. Luckily, Relics isn't the one to actually be seen, so Seb will go down. The bomb will make its way towards the site, but they have players behind them. They have players in front of them. This is going to be very difficult to hold for Singularity, especially with only one smoke and one flashbang to use, and losing their player towards long as well. This is, I don't see Singularity winning this round unless someone goes off, unless someone goes big.
No kills go on their way, though, man. It's looking like it might be a flawless victory unless Relux can creep through this smoke and find something pretty massive. Floppy is just below him here on the stairwell. Not even going to find that. It's actually insane that ATK won that round so cleanly when you consider the fact that they were out-positioned big time. Like, Modem was holding bathrooms. He never really got the intel. It's like a quad stack on B. And, yeah, that was wild. You want him to say something? Scream, maybe?
Do it. Come on.
Nope. He's focused on fragging right now, man. He's focused on that.
I mean, to be fair, like I know they were talking about on the desks before we were brought in, but I remember looking at the first group stage when he was trash talking in the beginning. Then he started to like get shut down, and then the other team started yelling at him.
Yeah.
And then he just disappeared off the servers. So
that's the thing about being like a really emotionally driven player is that when the pendulum swings the opposite direction, it can kind of wreak havoc rather than helping build support. Luckily for them, I don't think it's going to really matter in this type of round. Singularity do not have a whole hell of a lot to work with. Should be an easier time here, but Son does get caught on the boost pretty quickly. Takes away a lot of health as well on his way out of there.
That's just rushing straight in towards the site, going through the smoke, catches him completely off guard. Sonic's still alive, though, and Sonic's able to do too much there. Seb gets himself 2 kills. P250 coming up big for him. Mom trying to push in, just walks basically straight into the site, comes out a little bit wide of heaven, gets the first kill. Relic's going to be burned away as OC is able to finish that one off. And it's all on Robin now in a 1-on-2. Obviously, not really much invested for them into this round, but getting the bomb done alone was already a big win. To win the round would be phenomenal. And OC looks like he's just going to stick this, and Robin not even aiming where the bomb was. So that will be ATK to take the 4th round straight. Got some life coming into the side of Singularity, more importantly.
Yeah, big half so far here for Modem. 4 rounds in. Modem, I think it's up to like 10 or so frags.
Getting louder. Oh.
Yeah, all right.
Hey,
well, apparently they want to do something to him at A again.
Players are allowed to say it, not us.
Apparently he wants to do something at A. That's,
Am I allowed to quote him word for word?
No, I don't think so. I do like the little sensor sound. And then you can...
Well, the funny thing is, by the way, just to remind everyone, I'm not sure if it was mentioned, these 2 teams did meet in the group stage.
Yeah, I did mention that at the very beginning of the game.
I was a little distracted by the chicken.
It's okay.
And it was 2-1. But they did struggle to beat Singularity.
Yes.
So, just repeating what you said, just to reiterate for all the new viewers we have coming in.
Yeah. Also,
I saw someone on Reddit say, why was Ellie playing in the last match? He said he came in halfway through, and I'm like, oh, so you caught the last 2.5 hours of the game.
So you still caught a lot of Counter-Strike then if you came in halfway through. Yeah, again, one note to make is that none of these maps got played the first time they played against each other, and there's obviously Robin in for Wrath. So some different variables in play compared to the last time they met. A little pop flash timing there from Modem, up to 11 kills now, only 4 rounds into the game. That is a great pace to be keeping. Floppy also coming in there onto Dazzle. So a 3-on-3 situation could favor Singularity. We got that bomb making its way over to the A side. There is a little bit of a bait and switch play here with Modem holding that left-hand corner. If OC can kind of cause enough distraction, they don't check this left-hand side, Modem could get another frag. He needs to because he has really low health. It's probably the only way he's going to have more impact is by playing this side.
You got to check though. OC. A little bit of a missed shot there. Might be overwhelmed in the site too with the multi-opponent behind him. Gets the shot onto Relic, so looking for another. Dapper will burn him away. So down to a 2-on-2. Singularity again looking to get the bomb down. Floppy pushes in, and unfortunately he's going to miss out on that trade. But Sonic's behind him, and Sonic will get the kill on Dapper. So it's turning into a 1-on-1. Him versus Seb. So to keep the streak alive for ATK. He does have the kit, does have the one flashbang to use as well. And using that smoke to his advantage too to get around to get a better position towards side. Knows where the player's going to be now. Time is starting to run a little bit thin. He's going to have to make his move momentarily. Sees the shadow out of Seb, and actually going to chase it around the side. And Seb will win the duel, though. Pick up and up, and Singularity will get on the board.
Yeah, big clutch to win there for Seb, the 1v1. Tough because he was basically cornered. Decided to do exactly where he was, but could not win out the extended fight. And so, as you said, Singularity will finally grace us with their presence on the scoreboard, I should say.
Yeah, a little bit sad. There's no trash talking. That was like the highlight of watching the group play. Can we trash talk maybe to fill in for them?
Nah, I think that was probably not for the best.
I'm assuming we're having a little bit of a timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, there we go. Tactical timeout. Or technical pause, never mind. Other kind of pause. Admin walks over.
To be fair, it's the one kind of pause we haven't seen yesterday or today.
Yeah. The only thing we need
Which
to
is a
worry
good sign.
about now is if you see someone picking up a PC and walking off. Like, that's whenever, you know, things could get a little bit dicey.
Don't worry, if we see a PC picked up and them walking away,
Commercial break.
we're both walking away as well.
That's like the telltale sign that we're going to have a longer one. Dang, Daz looks like he's already fallen asleep. We're only 4 rounds into the series, or 5 rounds. So we haven't seen too much Counter-Strike, we can at least show you a little bit of cool stuff that we've seen so far. So this is Dapper helping along that previous round, setting up his teammate in a winnable 1v1 by getting a couple of real big frags. And now we're back to this.
It's fine. Can we get more zoom-ins? I want to see every pore on the faces of the players on the screen. Is that possible? Do the cameramen have the ability? Do they have the technology to zoom in as close as they possibly can? Which cameraman's gonna be my favorite one? One's moving slower, one's moving quicker. It's a race. As this music is perfect too, because it's like a battle between the cameramen trying to slowly zoom in on their faces. It's really test the power of these cameras, and oh, cameraman left is just doing some serious work here, even focusing on the eyes of Floppy.
Real serious eyes, man. He's in the zone.
I feel like our producer's telling him, okay, don't listen to the casters. Stay back.
Yeah.
Don't rush it. Just love to see every eyelash, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to stay serious.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, so.
I think it has to do with having a 5-hour best of 3.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Also being sick on top of that. Also a little bit of jet lag. But yeah, obviously it's a very important match. Besides, the jokes aside, this is probably the most important match of the entire Group A until tomorrow, obviously, depending on who plays who or who wins this match, the most important part of it.
Right.
Because if you win this one, you set yourself in a good position to make it into the Pro League Finals. And that would obviously be a massive victory for these two teams here. Well, technically 3 teams, obviously, with Envy winning the last game.
Yeah.
Playing against like the international scene, getting some experience, heading over to Copenhagen as a team and kind of learning about yourselves and pushing yourselves.
Yeah, especially for ATK, because I mean, ATK have already beat Singularity before. If they win this, it would go up 2-0 in the group, and they would get to play Daytona tomorrow, or they would be very likely the heavy favorite. So that would really set them up, which would be a fantastic story for these ATK guys, because these guys, most of their careers have been spent in the Mountain Dew League level. You know, like you think about JT and Sonic when they were playing on Daytona, and they looked really strong in MDL, but never really able to promote into Pro League. You have guys like Floppy and OC who have played at the top of MDL for several seasons and narrowly missed out on making Pro League in the past. So for them to finally get to Pro League and then maybe make the LAM playoffs in their first season, I mean, that would be pretty impressive stuff. That'd be a pretty big leap.
You know what it'd be? It'd be contract renegotiation time. Bigger salaries. Well, Singularity finally able to get the first on the board in the last round, coming down to Seb with the clutch. But can they build more off of this? That's going to be the question. You said Singularity, this is one of their best maps, at least when it comes to online play, and the nades, they've read into it. So that break has worked out.
That dangerous nade stack, man. Oh, so dangerous. 2 free kill century for Singularity off the back of those. Didn't have to sacrifice anything other than a few $100s. No health, gone. Still plenty for the execute with all these Molotov smokes and flashes. Robin, in the meantime, also sneaking up long A. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of gaps in the defense when you've lost 2 members this early. And Robin's discovered one of them. And now he can actually either flank B and help pinch the site, or he can call the bomb to swing over.
Well, so it might be false, kind of like a false positive, because we do have Modem actually in towards Connector. So if they rotate back to Connector to head in towards the A site, he could actually stop the push from working out. And he's actually been, I think he's just going to continue to hold this position potentially. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to go for the flank, though, instead.
Yeah, Robin's definitely just going to try to see if he can backstab B, help open up a little bit better. There he is, headshot onto Modem, who was hiding inside the sewer. Dazzle also catching OC inside Connector, so now all on Floppy and Graffiti. And that Molotov is going to caused a lot of problems. Luckily, there's found a little bit of a gap that he could hide in, so he wouldn't actually burn. And now they might not think that anyone's there because they've already mollied it. No, never mind. They do go ahead and peek into it. Seb is going to be the victim. But now they know exactly where he is, and it should be no long for this world. And there you have another round comes in for Singularity, a couple in a row.
We got a, it looks like a guest commentator coming in here, by the way.
Oh, DJ. No, come on.
Prius wanted to come.
He
Okay.
literally walked in here and teased us and then left.
That's fine. That's why he's the budget rush.
Yeah, that's why, you know, we got the more respectable observer taking care of this game. The game that really matters. We got good old Sapphire.
I mean, not only is she famous, not only is her husband famous, her dog's famous, cat's famous, Yoshi.
Yeah. Well, there's also the one that she got from Greece. That was a crazy esports story. Yeah. She, like, went to Greece for a tournament, and then she went back. Was it Mykonos, I think it was?
Is that legal?
She adopted a cat from Mykonos. I don't know, man. Yep, there you go. It is legal, apparently. Paperwork checks out.
I haven't seen the paperwork. I haven't seen Sapphire, and I want to say, like, since 2015.
Well, she's doing big things, right? Moving up the ladder at Dignitas, doing big things over there. She was at Worlds. That's why she hasn't been observing a little bit. But now she's back.
She also has one of the best streams I've ever seen in my life. At
The
least
one
her
with the
camera.
CRT monitor?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Because I remember watching and being like, wow, she just does not move when she plays.
We're going to talk about her for the rest of the round.
No, but yeah,
other
because it's just
accomplishments?
USPs.
Multi-year champion in Counter-Strike through several versions of the game.
Goes to the hottest, the chillest restaurants. And I know the temperature might be quite hot as well. Actually, we have to kind of bounce back into this because we do have a relatively possible chance for Modem to clutch this one out in a 1-on-2 with just USPs in this round. Oh, that nade. Oh, sits on it like a chicken trying to hatch a baby. Chick. I mean, maybe they should just save the SG now, considering not much HP, no kit. They know where you are.
No armory either,
Yeah.
so definitely a good idea to get the heck out of there. What if Dapper hits that jumping shot? That would have been maybe the most unreal mid-air shot of all time. Doesn't happen though, so Modem will go ahead and back away. Picks up an upgraded pistol also. Might as well, or I mean kind of a lateral move.
That's my favorite type of move. So, let me hold on for Relics. And Singularity, I mean, again, it looked like not the strongest starts for them. To be fair, it wasn't the strongest of starts, going down 4-0. But hey, able to pick up, was this 3 rounds in a row now? Getting really close to tying things up.
Big run. You know what's wild is that Modem has almost 150 ADR and 12 kills and 7 rounds played, but no one else is really jumping off the page on that side. Still very early days, though.
I feel like, have you ever seen the movie Happy Gilmore?
A very, very long time ago, and so I probably will not understand any reference you're about to make.
Okay. Then we'll put that on the back burner for now.
Okay.
Just know you disappointed me.
Yeah, I mean...
Don't worry, so would have Tom. There's no way Tom would have known that. Now, Vince, he's the dreamboat. He would have known.
Okay, Boomer.
Is that an insult? I don't know where this fad came from. Dowzo actually perched up here, punishes JT for getting aggressive in towards Connector. Flop in the meantime, who was performing so well yesterday. And that was a man we were really eyeing up. Curious to see if he can carry that over into this match. Again, a very important match for them. Modem able to pick up a kill.
Yeah, big one. Also takes a lot of real estate away from Singularity, controlling short B for the CT side.
But again, look at this.
Yeah, he's done it again.
What a madman. What a mad lad.
Absolute unit. Could be really in the spoil. He's already spotted one player. He wants to see how many other targets he can acquire before he actually lets loose with all of his missiles, as if he was some type of Gundam. And there he goes, onto Sonic and Floppy. B now unlocked, though Modem is actually still in the area. There's still a chance maybe he could defend against this, but it's very unlikely. Oh, he might play spoil. Oh, no, doesn't get a single frag. Dapper catches him very quickly.
Dude, you're gonna shit on them so hard.
All right.
Dude, they're terrified. They're terrified right now. These guys are terrified.
He is hyping him up.
Right now.
Look at the laugh from Robin, the awkward laughter.
EU players.
Gotta respect it. Dapper's just trying to hype up his stand-in, you know? Trying to get him in the groove. We know that Robin had some quiet games at times. He's teeing
what is
off.
Robin gonna do?
He's gonna beep on them, I think was what he said.
Is that Pillsbury Doughboy then? Pokemon?
Pistol's
I
only
mean,
for ATK this round, though, so a great chance for Singularity to go ahead and take the lead.
To be fair, that's
the first time this game.
that's happened.
What's that?
That Robin just flaked around. Fool me once,
Yeah.
shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
Fool me 3 times, have the peace signs. Load the choppers, let it rain down on you.
Well done, J. Cole. Well done.
If it happens a 3rd time, I'm just honestly, I got nothing else to say. Like, okay, once, maybe twice, you should let that happen. But we've seen them over-rotate too quickly, and it's caused them to lose a couple of rounds. But again, the pistols seem to be all they need for ATK. Rescue an SG in the hands of Sonic. They have a Deagle for OC, P250 for Floppy. Unfortunately, Dazzle not going to win out on that exchange. And now it comes down to a 3-on-2. I don't know what it is about these pistols, but I guess the basket they're putting their eggs in seems to be working out time and time again.
Still a chance, though, for Relics and Seb to inject some sanity back into this round as they are going to be able to get onto that B side and plant this bomb momentarily. They're clearing out barrels. They're making sure that no stones are left unturned. And Relics puts in the digits. Seb trying to get a little bit of a forward progress over towards Graffiti. Spots one of the pistolers here and is not going to get the kill through that labored fight. Relics now getting pinched in on, and he goes out. ATK are getting the kills, and I don't think that they're afraid of Singularity anymore. Sorry to burst your bubble, Dapper.
I mean, the thing is, these are rounds Singularity can't really afford to lose too often. I mean, at least the last time it happened, they didn't lose the round, but they still did lose out on 3 players. This time they get wiped out. Luckily, they get the bomb planted. But just momentum-wise, like, it takes the wind completely out of your sails, and I think momentum is one thing that could have carried them through on Overpass, and obviously sent them over to Nuke with a 1-0 lead. We did see ATK win Nuke yesterday against Envy, but that was a 16-14. They beat Envy on Overpass, but that was still a 16-14.
Yep. And that was against a team that normally doesn't even play Overpass, so you need to think about that. I think even Sonic mentioned in an interview yesterday they felt that their Overpass had slipped a little bit.
See, I'm worried for Modem, as we talked about, like, an emotional player. Like, if he starts to have a bad couple rounds, like, he's got 13 kills, yes. He had 12, I think, at least 2 rounds ago. If he starts to, you know, lose these exchanges and not be able to win out these trades, I feel like his confidence might be shot. And that's going to affect him throughout the rest of the half, the rest of the map. And hopefully, for the sake of ATK, not the rest of the match.
Have to wait and see here. Zozy still has a great angle right now on the bathrooms. Alex is trying to creep his way forward. Seb and company, of course, over towards the mid lane. As OC will take a new angle and eventually cross pass with Relics and be on the losing end of that deal. Sonic, though, able to get the bomb down and hold a really dangerous position, but he's got to worry about too many things at once, and Dazzle eventually overwhelms him with the SG, leaving Floppy into the 1v2. So a lot of time left for Singularity to swing this bomb a different direction. Floppy seems to be able to read it, though.
That Molotov, like, almost helped out. Wait, it might have actually helped Floppy out because he got pushed back. He's like, all right, well, I might as well rotate back towards B.
The only thing is, though, is he might not expect that he's getting flanked. He might think both of these players are pushing through short B onto the site. So there's still a lot of mind games going on. And even now, the bomb actually isn't going to commit because we've had Relics get so much space over on the opposite side. He knows that Floppy has rotated to B.
Oh, I don't know how you win this now if you're Floppy. You luckily do have the kit. You have to hope Relics misses the shot. And he will, but he's not able to chase this down. Relics is in a position to run away, but eventually able to overwhelm him. Now Floppy up against Dazzle in the one-on-one. Bomb being planted for Reshrooms. If little did he know, if he went for the defuse right now, he would have had it. But I find it hard for Dazzle to lose this now. Oh, Floppy doesn't even catch him out.
Maybe he did spot him, actually. Yep, indeed he did. He draws him out, finds the kill, and Floppy comes up with a big play. 6-4 now for ATK. That's a big clutch for Floppy in the 1v2.
Well, they gave him a 1v1 against Relics, and then taking a little bit too wide there to give him the shot with the op, which, again, op, a very aggressive weapon to use, considering the situation you're in. But, yeah, Singularity had to be a little bit frustrated with that one. Especially since they caught him on the rotate, right? Like, they caught him heading back towards B. They rotated other players back towards A. I feel like if Relics just plays a little bit more passive there, just have the 2-on-1, you don't lose that round. But it's given an ATK now a 6-4 lead.
Yep. Won the last couple of rounds in a row to the 4-0 streak to start off the half. And now Singularity's economy is starting to drain a bit. Actually, both economies are fragile, for 100% honest, so this round means a lot for each team. A chance for Singularity to tie up the game. Could even force save out of ATK if they get a victory here, but Same can be said for ATK on building up their lead off the back of this round, so it's a big victory to have.
And to go on the clock, and Singularity pretty much already committed most of their utility they have in this round. The 2 Molotovs to use though, but you can see the bomb still back down towards T-spawn, so no commitment just yet. And ATK doing something that we haven't really seen out of most of the teams, of just kind of playing passive. Like, they're not going for anything too cheeky off the bat. They're not trying to blow any sort of mana advantage or give an early mana advantage over to the other team.
Relk's trying to do his best Robin impression right now. Trying to creep up along A, but Modem not gonna have it. Nope, okay, maybe he is gonna have it. He's gonna have all the bullets.
I think once he starts to miss a couple of shots and miss a couple of duels, that's the second time he's lost a duel towards long. That
Tough
kills
too, because he did so much damage. Relk's down to 2 HP after that exchange.
Yeah.
Still trying to creep forward on A. Meanwhile, battle breaks out over towards Monster, and ATK is going to be on the better end of it. Just Dapper and Relx both low HP, and now they're gone. 7 for ATK, and again, economy very, very low now on that T side.
I mean, just thinking back to Fugly when it came to the last match we had on Train, he had 30 kills within like the 3rd quarter of the game. And then he sat at about like 34, 37 for a very long time in overtime. And hopefully the same doesn't happen for MOTM on the side of ATK.
Well, we'll see. Deagles are out right now. And Bulk for Singularity, save for 1. That's Relx obviously with the Glock because he wants to get an AWP into the next round. Modem, the man in question, finds the opening kill. This is one of those rounds where stat padding is very, very likely, but also those 1-deeks. They could break out. You got to be careful. But Modem so far up to the task.
Couple of big kills for him. Again, I mean, yeah, you're against only Deagles, but momentum-wise for him as a player, I think that was honestly massive. And now Relix and Seb, last 2 left alive. Relix with the Deagle, well, he will fall, and we'll drop the bomb over. So it's all on Seb and a 1-on-5, and realistically, shouldn't be able to take too many kills with him. It should give ATK the initial 8-4 start, and this is Singularity's choice. So moving over to Nuke, I don't know how that's really going to work out for Singularity. Oh, okay. Maybe make it a little bit costly. Can rescue the bomb.
Does get it back onto his side of things, but getting cut off by Modem right away. A quad kill for the hopeful man of the match. That's what he wants to be.
Listen, there's no fucking way they come A, I think, this round. Quick, okay?
All right. He seems to be confident in the particular tactical decision that he thinks his opponent's going to make. Will he be right or will he be wrong?
143 ADR. Wow. Okay. So I think one of the problems maybe we're seeing at ATK is like misinformation in some sense, because they've been flanked twice by Robin, and they kind of like threw almost everyone down towards B right off the bat, maybe expecting a rush to come through. We saw the Molotovs being used very early on.
Yeah, I think they were hoping that their incendiaries and flashbangs would really deter Singularity from wanting to go for this very type of play. So unfortunately, Modem's read is going to be wrong. I understand the thought behind it with all the utility, but OC has no idea that they are wheeling their way up right now. He's in so much trouble. He does get one on his way out, buying a little bit of time for a rotation, but it's still going to be a tough one.
I imagine just looking over at Modem like, they won A. Bombadoo planted for Dapper. Afterplant situation coming through. The smoke's being thrown as well to dispose of these Molotovs, and JT's been actually able to sneak his way through. Somehow he connects onto Dazzle here, and our Relic's trying to hold on. He's got Seb there to support as well. The bomb's going to be planted for him, and that's going to be the first kill coming through. Actually, sorry, not planted for him. It's over towards Truck, and Floppy will close out the last 2 kills and get them up to 9.
So, I mean, he was wrong. They did go A, but it was all good because they still wound up winning the round pretty convincingly. Really big kills on that retake through Dumpster and Bank.
Where's the Roosters today?
Josh, I'm gonna molly, just go peek mid, okay? Blue or blue, don't stay too long, Josh.
So Modem taking over a lot of leadership here on this CT side on how he wants to do some of these types of A setups. good. They talked about how they appreciated how vocal some of these new American players were to the South Africans of JT and Sonic.
And this is one hell of a start for the first map, to be fair, for ATK. Just imagine if they win the next two as well. They have to be flying high into the second half. Dazzle completely blinded up. Great little assist out of JT there. Most important part is that Sonic does escape, taking minimal damage, so a good start yet again for ATK. And I kind of talked about like this random aggressive plays they were doing, right? They went towards Fountain, they pushed very aggressively in like the first buyout for Singularity, caught them off guard, even though Singularity did survive with all 5 players. But the aggression come from so many different directions. That chopper's been loaded. It's gonna rain down on you in a few seconds as Robin again sneaking behind them for a 3rd time. This cannot happen. I don't know how ATK has 9 rounds with the amount of times Robin's gotten in behind them.
About to go full role models on him.
Oh my gosh.
Is he gonna get 2 kills again? 1 barrels, 1 side. This is deja vu. Actually, no, he's not barrels. He's on the other side, so he's only gonna be able to get 1.
Nope.
Oh, never mind. There's his. Oh, ah! It's happened again.
What was that?
What a blunder.
Fool me once, can
Yeah.
put the blame on you.
Yeah.
Or no, fool me once, shame on me. Ah, whatever, I already messed it up. Let's just give up on
Let's
it.
go look up the song, Role Models by J.
I
Cole.
know it,
They
I just...
That's fine.
Fool me
I
once,
did-
shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times,
F the peace signs.
load the chopper, let it rain on you. And this is
Yeah.
the 3rd time it's happened. The bomb going to be down 3 on 2 after plant situation. I don't know who's supposed to be watching along for ATK, but it is just not happening. And now Modem's going to lose out in that duel. And
Also
Well,
think
ATK.
about, not only has Robin done that 3 times, but also there was a round they snuck kind of on OC up mid. Now they still won that round, so it didn't wind up really factoring in too much, but that's now like at least 2 or 3 round victories out of the 5 that Singularity have now that it's all based on Robin making this particular play. Kind of wild.
I would be so tilted, honestly.
If I'm a B player, yeah, probably.
If I was Singularity, to be tilted, like, what are they doing? Like, are they not respecting us? Like, how could you be? I don't get it. I don't get it. But you know what? They're still down 9-5 either way.
So right now, opening up the round, we got Seb playing over outside B. It's a cool position for him. Dapper trying to engage a little bit here up short, so pretty much a default spread. There is a lot more focus now on all angles of A side.
Thing is, I feel like because they let Robin get behind them so many times, now they're like overcompensating.
Oh yeah, it's like Modem's like, I'm playing straight up on long A. We got a player in bathrooms who can
If he snuck
keep
up,
on
if he stuck up
It's a mid.
restrooms and got behind them,
Yep.
I would just lose it. I would absolutely cry.
You know, there is a world where it happens, because now they're both long A, and we do see that they are indeed pushing into bathrooms control. Now, OC, though, has backed up with AWP towards mid, and so now it'll all be fine. And actually, Mata might be the one doing the sneaking. Onto Robin. He might pull a page out of his book. He could push through eventually and flank behind these bathroom players if he buys his time and plays his cards right.
Watch Relic sneak behind Modem. Oh man, there's just too many sneaky plays coming in for Singularity. It's just a shame they only have 5 rounds with the success rate. and
Here
what
he
they've been
goes.
doing.
He's on the move. Modem's looking to strike. Could blow up this whole round by himself. Here he goes. Spots 1. Goes for it right away. Not looking for anything extra. Wants to just lock in and secure the 1 round. The problem is OC's fallen on the site. So is JT on the rotation. So A still folds. Going to be a tough retake now for ATK. A man down.
Relics with 2 for number 3. Well, Modem will get his 2nd. And
Wow.
potentially the 3rd as well. Gets a spray down to Dapper. It's not very realistic they can win this round. It's all down to Robin and Seb. They do this time have the bomb planted for them. And time is starting to take away the utility. Not really there anymore out of ATK. Seb the first kill. They're going to rush him down with 2 players. And they do get a trade 1 for 1. But that's still going to be Sonic in the 1v1 up against Robin. And he wins out on that kill. And it looks like he'll get the 10th round on the board. Finally some life in Modem as he's screaming. And that will be the first half in favor of ATK at a 10-5 scoreline.
Big round from Autumn right there on those kills.
Dust, if that flank did come in 3 times, 2 of them being successful, did I just spit on you?
Nope.
Okay. It could be like 12-3.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, ATK has played a really good CT side. Initial holds have been good at times. Some of their retakes have been really on point. And now we took a little bit of a highlight reel of ATK as we look to Transition to the second half here very shortly. Big lead for ATK.
Yes, it is. And we'll see if ATK can continue with that lead as we move into the second half after a short break. Yeah.
I just step up and make it happen, it's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well then you know I got it. Nobody got it like me.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, that's my job.
Oh man, that's right. My bad. Let's start over. Pretend like nothing happened. Ready?
Welcome back, everyone, to the ESL Pro League Season 10 as America's group. We have their second match of the day kicking off. It's the first match, the second half. ATK up 10-5, Singularity on the 5, and they have been able to flank around by ATK so many different times, of course, today. Robin, 3 times in total. Can he make it over 4 dust? Let me know.
You did my job, talking really fast for a very long time.
I can actually talk very fast sometimes. Doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
but it is possible. Just like it's possible for Singularity to pull this one back. Without getting that initial kill, it gives him a good sign. You can see the betway odds in favor of ATK, however. And Floppy won't be able to equalize here and turn it back into a 4-on-4. It just looks so right seeing observed by Sapphire, you know?
It does.
Seeing Prius there, just like,
I mean,
you know?
okay, he's a good dude, but Sapphire is the OG.
She's more like a diamond in my eyes.
I just can't take it. Not after this many hours. I just can't take it. I can't do it. Boost up here from Robin. Looking to peer onto the B-bomb site from his high tower.
I think they spotted him. I think going for this peek again would be a little bit A little dangerous, but he likes to live dangerously, as we saw in the first half, flanking behind ATK. Pushmany coming through into the side. They do get a massive 3-on-1 fight initially. Once he's able to turn it back, turn it into a 3-on-3. There's going to be a kit on Robin. So time is going to be on the side of Singularity. Is going to be able to push up. They try to peek out at the same time. Sonic able to get one, and wow, somehow it's turned into a 1-on-1. Have a firing range from both teams. He's the one with the kit, so he technically could hop on the bomb.
Low health, though, so any stray bullet JT finds through this smoke could be a victorious one. Yep, there it is.
Not today, though.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know who you were talking about. You could just pan that off as if you were talking about JT the whole time, and then it would have been fine. Now remember, Singularity is a really well-versed team on Overpass with their core 4. Definitely the map that they've played the most online, very good record. Used it to great effect against Liquid in the first stage. So if there was ever a time that they would make a huge comeback in a half, it would be their CT side Overpass. Obviously the whole stand-in situation with Robin kind of throws a wrench in things a little bit, but still gotta watch out for
Well, you forget that we're not allowed to have a map that finishes with a team in single digits.
That is very true. Every single map so far this second stage, which has been a lot, has at least 10 rounds from the losing team.
Yeah. We had 123 in our first game.
That is actually kind of crazy.
Don't worry, only about 15 of those rounds were actually legible out of us. Actually, I don't know why you're reading past. That makes sense. And nice position out of Relics. I mean, JT did walk right by him, but unfortunately not able to get the kill with the USP. Again, you kind of wonder, maybe if you had like a P250, that could have been a different fate.
Also worth noting, all 3 games they played against each other in the first stage, also the losing team always in double digits. Different maps, though. So just throw that one in there.
Thanks, man.
More numerical evidence of what's yet to come.
Oh, Robin. Yeah, all right. He's not really going to survive. He actually does some good damage, to be fair, to JT. But now it's just all on Dapper with the USP, so no real chance here. No kit either. I imagine it should be cleaned up once they head in towards the B side. But it could make it a little bit costly if you can drop the players. But, I mean, I'm assuming we're going to have the bat from the Galil and the Mac 10 anyways, so... I was telling you about this earlier, and you know, obviously being a player, it does have a time limit on it in terms of like making money and using it as a career. And you need to think about your future, right? You need to think about your time after being a pro player. And one way to do that is building up like a personality and building up like a brand. And I would love to see Modem be interviewed, and his brand would just be always screaming. And you have Stun, I'd be like, yeah,
That's like a
Modem.
tough brand
how
to
are you
pull off,
today?
though.
I'm doing great. We had a good game. Get off the server, noobs. You know, that'd be hilarious. I would love it.
It's a tough brand to pull off, and I feel like it could be very damaging to your physical health. So I don't know if that's the way to go.
Or make your vocal cords so strong that not even Superman could handle it. We do have the what? 2 SGs, 2 Galils, AK for ATK. It's not the best buy. Ideally, Relics does have the AWP, but they're also lacking a lot of utility, and they're also lacking a kit. So it's a very tough spot for Singularity to fight back if the bomb does get planted.
Also, Relics Glass Cannon, factor that one into everything. So definitely a lot on this round, especially since it would be an immediate save from Singularity if they do take an L here. And it seems like they're in that direction with OC and Floppy tearing through the save bomb site. They've taken some damage along the way, but they've been successful in winning the fights. Sonic may even be cutting off an attempt at saving weapons on the B side there, finding Seb. This Robin left finds that one too. It's flawless. 13-5 and very likely a 14th round coming in for ATK, considering the fact that Singularity are broker than a freshman at college. Unless they have like rich parents. I don't know where I'm going with that. They're eating that ramen, all right? That's all I'm saying.
There's nothing wrong with ramen, all right?
Ramen is good.
You know,
but they're eating that instant ramen.
You don't cook all of it. You leave a little bit of the crunchy parts, and you sprinkle it on top. A little bit of garnish.
Okay.
Clearly not a Brooklyn Nine-Nine fan. Anyways.
What's that?
Yeah. When he's in prison.
Oh.
He gives the tip to the guy. I thought we had something there. I thought we were, you know, we got the J. Cole reference.
No, I had you on that one for sure.
It's fine. How about that one slip? I mean, if you're ATK, you let Robin get behind you 3 times, so... I don't know why I'm going off of that so much.
Don't you dare say that lyric one more time, dude.
Not happening. Floppy, though, I mean, he's continued his performance from yesterday. He had such a great game. He's at 18-11 at the moment.
Which is great to see, because I feel like he's been an up-and-comer for a while. Really strong player in Mountain Dew League over the last couple of years. played well online a lot. Had a tough first stage on
Seb.
LAN, but definitely living up to it here in the second stage. And Seb did make things interesting there for a bit, but he eventually gets cleared off. Bomb is going to get planted here at the B side, and very unlikely to see too much from Relics and Robin here. The double Rs.
Not quite the double Ds that we saw with Dazzle and Dapper yesterday.
What is it? Remus and Romulan? Or no, that's wrong.
What?
I'm trying to think with the
Star
two
Trek?
brothers. No, yeah, Romulus. Yeah, no, is it Remus and crap? I can't remember. Some type of mythology thing.
Oh, I'm
Greece.
sorry, I don't got your
know.
back on that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all on Robin now in a 1-on-2. A lot of pressure put on his shoulders to keep Singularity alive in this game. Got the smoke. He has no kit though, so he's got to full stick it. And at this rate, he's just trying to take weaponry out of the hands out of ATK. But they still have so much money left that it's not really that big of a deal. And well, the bomb will be going off. Modem will be losing his gun.
I was right. It is Romulus and Remus. They found Rome in Roman mythology.
Wait, they found Rome in Roman mythology.
Like in Roman mythology, because there's obviously like Greek mythology, Roman mythology, like Roman gods, you know, all that stuff. Those two were the ones who founded Rome.
So would that just be called history?
I'm just telling you, man.
I don't know. (14-5) now. ATK continuing this grind. Singularity again investing into the op for Relics. They do have a lot more utility this time, where previously in their buy-up they didn't. So they should be able to stall any sort of aggressive plays. And speaking of aggressive plays, we almost saw them coming through out of ATK. 4 players stack out of Singularity on the B site. We have a couple of players on ATK trying to look to push in from short. And look at this little boost up. This actually could work out flawlessly for them. Dapper's going to go down. Modem, when we talk about the lows of him, maybe if not getting kills, can maybe get down himself. But we have to obviously acknowledge the highs. 24 now, 131 ADRs. We're into round 20.
Yeah, and this is good to see, because again, Miles is one of those guys who also usually play pretty well in everything I've seen him play. And obviously, he did really rough in a couple of games in the first stage, but on average, usually he plays pretty well. He stood in for Envy, I think, like last season of EPL, or Soul Patrol. He definitely played with a lot of different teams and has looked sharp, but never really found a permanent home. And now he's on this team, and he's doing really well here on Overpass. About to put ATK towards map point, unless Dazzle can break this back up. Gets the flank off on Modem, but still, a man ahead is ATK.
Oh, Seb, though.
Yep.
Did he... I don't know if he actually saw Relics. He needs to hit some shots, too, or just stay alive. And unfortunately, not able to do either of those two. Seb, though, might be able to disrupt the plant from coming in. 40 seconds left to go. OC's going for it. Seb going to peek around. The bomb will still get planted, so they know exactly where he's going to be. But it's still going to be a 2-on-3 for Singularity to look for the retake. Floppy, though, not having a chance. Seb takes his head clean off, and now a very realistic chance that Singularity could take this round. A kit on Seb. Yeah, Dazzle pushing in from bank, and they're not expecting it. How is Singularity doing this? All on JT, and he can't get it done. And Dazzle and Seb come together to pull off the ace between the two.
That's a big round. I mean, if they lost that, it's map point for ATK. Money's low. Real problems at that point. Here's the other thing, though. They're not out of the woods yet. They have to rebuy 3 players. Their money is still pretty tight. And if they lose this next round, it's still map point for ATK. And they don't really have a whole lot they can buy into what might be the final round of the game at that point. Could be an easier time for ATK to finish. So it's kind of one of those weird situations where even though they lost, it still might set them up quite nicely the next couple of rounds if they can pull off this next one.
It's just such a long slog for them, though, to get back in. Like, knowing that one mistake could ruin it for you because, well, luckily they do have the loss bonus, so they still should be able to buy up, and they obviously are going to buy up if they lose a round, considering it could be the last of the map.
It wouldn't be as good as this buy, though, is the point. Like, they would have to do more with less, which is never a situation you want to be in.
Any modern company these days. Blizzard. So, ATK looking to make the push in towards me. The nade stack coming through, and Robin down to 25 health. This is honestly been a nice little breath of fresh air coming in. I mean, you talked about before, a little bit of investment of money. We saw Singularity do it when they were on the T side, and it can net you quite a big advantage in the round, especially in a round for Singularity where they need to be able to maintain an advantage.
Yeah, they need this round to work. Otherwise, they're in a lot of trouble. Relics is just not hitting shots. I think maybe he did actually leg AOC, so never mind. They exchanged leg shots on each other. Meantime, though, Sonic has found Seb with the flash assist from Modem. That was over towards the B side of the map, so defense is not going to be really spread thin.
Just this damage has been done, though. I mean, I think they're not sure about Robin. They should be sure about Relics.
Yeah.
But I like and respect how they're not really rushing in just yet. They still have a lot of time to work with. They still have a little bit of utility to use.
Yeah.
At the same aspect, I mean, Robin does have Incendiary Grenade to potentially hold them off from pushing through Monster. He's going to need this first kill, and he does get the bomb down. Needs a follow-up, though, but unfortunately not able to win out on that. And OC's going to be there to take down Dapper, so it's all on Dazzle and Relics is still only on 20 HP.
Yeah, wheels around the AWP here, takes a shot, realizes that there's no chance at retaking this 2 versus 4 without a kit and little utility. They know that their money's low as well. If they want to have a decent buy in this next round, saving these 2 weapons is oh so important.
Be tough times.
Yeah, it is. I mean, luckily Robin and Seb have a little bit of money built up, and I think they're still around max loss bonus. So they actually, if they hold on to this op and M4, they basically have these 2 weapons, 2 more M4s with armor, a little bit of utility. It's only Dapper that would really be struggling.
Obviously, we need to start to maybe cast our minds ahead to nuke between the 2 teams. ATK, 75% win rate out of the 4 times they played it. Singularity, 67% out of the 6 times they played it. So not a terrible map for them, but I wonder if momentum might play a major factor in this, considering how one-sided this first game has been so far. I mean, you got Floppy playing well, OC's hitting some shots, Modem's being confident. I mean, I really can't knock anyone on the side of ATK, to be fair.
So here it is, 9 match points here for ATK. Would take quite the comeback for Singularity to find extra rounds in this one. But they do indeed have a pretty good buy in their possession. A little bit less than what they had in the previous, but still pretty stout since they did save 2 weapons over.
Oh, they're going so fast here, too.
Oh my goodness, Relics has no idea, but now JT starts firing off bullets. Relics hiding inside this smoke. He's staying alive for now. Eventually, though, found by OC.
Wait, does he expect a second player there? There's still 1 on site, too. Seb trying to hug the smoke. OC, he's walked by him, and Seb, I mean, it's up to him. He misses the shots initially, switched over to the USP, but Dapper's gonna be there to help assist. Now it's all on Modem and a 1-on-3.
That was really odd. There was so many like weird passing bys going on inside those smoke grenades, but luckily for Singularity, they came out on top of it all. Unless Modem can break open a 1v3. Would be tough with that bomb down where it is, and they have a pretty good idea where Modem's located. And also, they have Dazzle as kind of an insurance policy to stop Modem from escaping.
Alright, so Singularity will live to fight another day. 7 rounds. Still a lot to go to have a good chance here on Overpass. And this is not a map they want to have slip away, obviously. Winner of the series, a very good chance to moving through into the Pro League Finals. Only 1 team from each group can do it.
Yeah, especially ATK. If they were to win this series, I mean, they get Daytona tomorrow, who's been the weakest team in the group. So that would really bode well for their chances of making it to Denmark. And again, it would be a huge step in all their careers. All these players are, I think, 20 or younger, so very young team, and all MDL players, mostly.
If ATK win this, I think they're guaranteed through because they beat Singularity, and they beat Envy. And Daytona is 0-2.
Yeah, they would own the head-to-head.
Yeah,
You're right.
exactly.
I think you are right.
So, if Singularity win this, though,
then yeah,
I haven't thought about that far ahead, and I'm not going to do it on air.
I think you're right. I think ATK would own all tiebreakers if they win here, no matter what happens to Daytona tomorrow.
Well, let's see again. Maybe some extra pressure on their shoulders. But again, also knowing they're close to being secured into the finals would be fantastic, and knowing that they can have a little bit of fun in tomorrow's game. Trying to think about if Singularity do win, they would be 2-0. They would have the head-to-head against Envy. So if Envy, yeah. So that if ATK or Envy won tomorrow, Singularity would still own the head-to-head at 2-1. So I think winner of this is through, actually. If I can do my quick maths.
Yeah. We'll talk about it a little bit later. Right now, let's focus up on what could be the final round, actually, even though there's not a whole lot to work with. ATK is finding a lot with these Eagles. They had the bomb down. They still have a 3-on-2 post plan as well. It's up to Seb and Robin to try to muscle their way through it all and keep their hopes alive. But Modem catches a nice little timing there, and Bank pushes off Seb. Robin gets caught in the crossfire, and there it is. 16-7 for ATK. For the first time in many, many maps, we have a team